Nana Spriha Raghupate Hridaye Asmadiye Satyam Vadami Cha Bhavan Akhilantaratma Bhakti Prajacha Raghupungava Nirbharang Me Kamadidosharhitam Kurumanasancha. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. O Lord, I tell you the truth. I have no other desire. And you, being the innermost self of all beings, know it very well. O God, give me the ardent devotion only and make my mind free from all impurities like passion, etc. Om, peace, peace, peace. Good evening. It's nice to be present again with the wonderful book Bhakti Yoga of Swami Vivekananda. So, last week we have been reading from the chapter The Forms of Love Manifestation. When we have Parabhakti, the supreme devotion, gradually we grow in our mind reverence, priti means pleasure in God, viraho, intense feeling of intense misery due to the absence of the beloved means God. So all this state of mind, it happens in our mind. And gradually Swamiji is taking us that finally it happens, universal love and how it leads to self-surrender. It makes us feel for each and everyone. When we can love God, we can love the creation of God also. It happens. You love your children of your friend. Why? Because you love your friend. Otherwise they are ordinary children. You don't have any connection, anything, any attachment with them, because so many children are there, but you are interested in the children of your friend because you love your friend. So the creation is God's. Swamiji, step by step, this happens in the minds of the devotees. When our devotion matures, gradually we feel nearness, proximity with God. We feel that God is our own, and when this kind of love for God is there, then we have the love for the whole universe also, because I know my God, my beloved God has created all these things. How can I hate them? How can I have any displeasure seeing the creation? Because these are all my beloved, my God, His creation, everything is His. He is manifest through all this creation. So the very perception, the very idea of the devotee becomes changed, transformed. No hatred, no jealousy, no ill feeling, no feeling of anything that evil, somebody is bad. Everything I like. Why? Because I love my beloved God, who has created everything, who has become everything that we see. So this kind of feeling comes. Swamiji was quoting, Jang sarve deva namanti mumukshovi brahmavadi nascheti. Last week we have been reading from the Bhagavata also. Swamiji is telling, O King, such is the blessed quality of Hari, that even those who have become satisfied with everything, all the knots of whose hearts have been cut asunder, even they love the Lord for love's sake. This attraction of God is such, it can be understood and felt by devotees only. And the more and more you come near God, you think of God more and more, you meditate on God more and more, you think of glories of God. Oh, God has created God, my God, my. If you love your son and your son has done something big, you bring gifts of, do you know, my son has done this. He is the engineer, he is the architect of this building. Anything special, whom I love, I think that his creation also gives pleasure to me. So God's creation, we find the presence of God, and we forget to hate anyone. We forget to have any kind of hatred, ill feeling. So last class 8, we read that he loves even a piece of cloth belonging to the darling of his heart. In the same way, when a person loves the God, the whole universe becomes dear to him because it is all his. He is in all and everything is in his. In the 6th chapter of the Gita also, Dhanajuga, it is there that when your mind is completely given to God, you find everywhere the presence of Sarvabhutastamatmanam Sarvabhutani cha Atmani Ikshate Yoga Juktatma Sarvatra Samadarshana. You feel yourself in everyone, everyone in yourself, and the presence of God everywhere. So a kind of equanimity in your mind, it comes automatically, without, unconsciously, without your knowing, without any self-effort. Automatically you love. When somebody's son is married to another girl and they have a child, automatically you feel attracted to that child because it is your son's child, and that son's wife also become whom you did not know even. But now because he is loved by he is wife of your son, your beloved son, your loving son, so you love the wife of your son, the child of your son, everything. So Swamiji is telling, it happens in the mind of the heart of the devotee when para bhakti, this supreme devotion enters, is generated in our mind. And we love God for love's sake. We don't expect anything of God because I cannot but love. If we are really in deep love, there is no barter, there is no commercial attitude, there is no give and take. I love, other than I cannot get joy. By loving you, giving you, serving you, I get joy. So this happens in the mind of the devotees, and the whole universe becomes dear to him because he feels the presence of his beloved God to everywhere through these are the manifestation of in the Jnana Yoga also, that Jnani, when he gets the supreme knowledge, he finds that oneness, everything, in everything, through everything, that ultimate reality is being manifest. So the highest devotion and highest knowledge, there is no difference actually. Unnecessarily people fight with this path and that path, karma, bhakti, jnana yoga. If you do good karmas, I will come this here today. Swamiji would say, why we do Shiva Gana Jiva Shiva, why we do service to others. That purifies our mind. And when mind is purified, blessed are the pure in heart, for they shall see God, Jesus. So Sri Ramakrishna also says that Shuddho Mon or Shuddhatma, this when mind is pure, no impurities, desires, attachment, these are not there in my mind. Mind becomes pure. When I serve others without any attachment, without any idea of reward, no barter. I have served you, so name, fame, I want to return from you. No, nothing. This condition, when it comes, my mind becomes pure. And in the pure mind, that pure Atman is reflected. Shuddhaman, Shuddha Atma, Eki, the same. Then mind is no nothing separate, because mind has become pure without any attachment, without any vritti, without any desire. Only thing is God is there. So mind takes the shape of God, my beloved, my God. So that mind, blessed are the pure in heart, for they shall see God. When our mind will be pure by doing good things to others, by serving others, without any intention, without any idea of selfishness, idea of return, then that pure mind will, in that pure mind will be reflected the presence of God. So universal love and how it leads to self-surrender, and gradually when that universal, that supreme devotion comes, we have our universal love. New chapter, Swamiji is just giving that how can we love Vyasti, the particular individuals, without first loving the Samushti, the universal. Jnani is trying to find out what is that, knowing which everything can be known. In the Upanishad it is said, the disciple is asking, give me that knowledge, by knowing which all knowledge, everything will be mastered. And Guru says, know thyself. Yes, you will know that. You know yourself, everything will be. The whole universe creation, microcosm and macrocosm, are being conducted, run on the same principle. If you know within, if you know yourself, you know the whole creation, know the whole world, whole mankind. So know thyself. Don't seek God here and there, sitting in heaven somewhere. That is not there. God is here within you. And if you see God within you, then you see God in everything. You cannot see anything else because you have already seen God. So the Jnani also, when you feel that, the presence of, when you feel the oneness, you feel that you are not this body-mind complex, you are beyond that, you are Atman, you are an Atman, Brahman, becomes one. It is not separate. I am separate and my Creator is separate, Atman is separate. No. Everything is that Atman, Paramatman, Parabrahman, and I am one with that. So this kind of feeling of the Jnanis and the supreme devotion who has got the Bhaktas, Param Bhakta, they have the same kind of feeling. There is no difference at the end. Ekam sat vipra bahuda vadanti. The goal is God is, truth is one. People describe it in different names and forms and different ways, but truth is one. When I know the truth by following bhakti or dhyana or yoga, whatever, and you come and know that truth by jnana, by discrimination, the Rasgulla, you are telling it is sweet meat, I am telling it is Rasgulla, another one is telling it is a dessert, another one is telling it is cake. But thing is the same, and everyone will taste the same thing. Say, yes, it is sweet, it is so tasty, and it gives joy. But we have given different names. So Swamiji is telling that how can we love the Vyasti, the particular, these individual ones, if we cannot love the Samushti. Samushti means the universal, the collect whole, everything, collective one, that universal one. If you love that, then you can love everyone. If you know that, then you know, because these are all separate unities. These units has finally made that one unit, what we call God. My beloved God is present here, everywhere. So if you can love God, then you can love the children of God also, creation of God also. So love God. How can we love the Vyasti, the particular, without first loving the Samushti, the universal? God is the Samushti. God is that whole. If you can love whole, parts also will be loved automatically. You don't need to separate separately how many parts you will love. Whole life will go. Then, but if you can love the whole, all the parts also you have already loved. Everything is in your pocket. Everything is in your grip. God is the samashti, the generalized and the abstract universal whole. And the universe that we see is the vasti, the particularized thing, separate, everything in this universe. Our two thumbs are different, two brothers are different. So everything, but these are all manifestation of that one, samashti. And total of all this vasti is making the samashti. So if I know the samashti, I know the vasti also. If I know the generalized and the abstract universal whole, then I know the particulars also, vasti also, individuals also. To love the whole universe is possible only by way of loving the samashti, the universal, which is, as it were, the one unity in which are to be found millions and millions of smaller unities. That samashti, that universal one is one whole in which the small unities are also there. Millions and millions of smaller unities are to be found in that universal unity, samashti, in that samashti. The philosophers of India do not stop at the particulars. They cast a hurried glance at the particulars and immediately start to find the generalized forms which will include all the particulars. The search after the universal is the one source of Indian philosophy and religion. The Jnani aims at the wholeness of things, at that one absolute and generalized being, knowing which he knows everything. The Bhakta wishes to realize that one generalized abstract person, in loving whom he loves the whole universe. The yogi wishes to have possession of that one generalized form of power. Yogi means those who meditate, dhyana yogis, raja yogis, Patanjali Yoga Sutra, those who follow. What they want? They want to control the whole power. They want to know have the central power, and then everything can be, the whole universe they can control. So yogi, so all are trying to achieve that one, which one is not separate. The yogis' finality and bhaktas' goal and the Jnani's goal, everything finally will take us to one truth, because truth is one. The yogi wishes to have possession of that one generalized form of power, by controlling which he controls this whole universe. The Indian mind, throughout its history, has been directed to this kind of singular search after the universal in everything. In science, in psychology, in love, in philosophy. So, the conclusion to which the bhakta comes is that if you go on merely loving one person after another, you may go on loving them so for an infinite length of time without being in the least able to love the world as a whole. When at last the central idea is, however, arrived at, that the sum total of all love is God, that the sum total of the aspirations of all the souls in the universe, whether they be free or bound or struggling towards liberation, is God, then alone it becomes possible for anyone to put forth universal love. God is the samashti, and this visible universe is God differentiated and made manifest. If we love this sum total, we love everything. Loving the world and doing it good will all come easily then. We have to obtain this power only by loving God first. Otherwise, it is no joke to do good to the world. Everything is His and He is my lover. I love Him. In the Upanishad it is there, Sarvata pani padang tat sarvatokshi shiro mukham sarvata shruti malloke. So everywhere He is, that ultimate realities. Brahmans, hands, pani, padang, shruti malloke, ears, eyes. Everywhere it is present. And Bhakta devotee also find that yes, Jnani finds it is, he calls it Brahman, without any form, everywhere. And devotee says, yes, I also find the presence of my beloved, my God, my personal God. Through everything, my God is being manifest. Only one is calling God, another one is calling Brahman. One is trying to get joy, seeking joy in the form, another one is in the formless. But finally, thing is one. So, everything is His and He is my lover. I love Him, says the Bhakta. In this way, everything becomes sacred to the Bhakta because all things are His. All are His children, His body, His manifestation. How then may we hurt anyone? How then may we not love anyone? With the love of God will come as a sure effect the love of everyone in the universe. For the Jnani, path of Jnanis, yogis, you have to struggle, you have to do this. But when you become Bhakta, you love God, automatically this love for each and everyone comes. And Jnani says, don't get attached. And Bhakta, you can get attached, no problem, but you have to think it is God. Get completely attached, that will not bind you. This attachment is divine attachment. It will liberate you. It will take you to your highest goal. But Jnani, no, this is not Brahman, this is not Brahman. Always, you have to consciously do your tapasya, austerities, with pain and struggle for yogi, for Jnani, for everyone. But for Bhakta, there is no struggle. I feel my God is present here. I am not seeing a man, woman, this, that, my friend, foe, good, bad. I see His presence. Whom should I hurt? Whom should I love? Whom should I throw away? Hate? No. So it comes automatically. So all are His children, His body, His manifestation. How then may we hurt anyone? So, with the love of God will come as a sure effect the love of everyone in the universe. The nearer we approach God, the more do we begin to see that all things are in Him. Then, all things are in Him. When the soul succeeds in appropriating the bliss of this supreme love, it also begins to see Him in everything. Our heart will thus become an eternal fountain of love. And when we reach even higher states of this love, all the little differences between the things of the world are entirely lost. Man is seen no more as man, but only as God. The animal is seen no more as animal, but as God. Even the tiger is no more a tiger, but a manifestation of God. Thus, in this intense state of bhakti, worship is offered to everyone, to every life, and to every being. Evang sarveshu bhuteshu bhaktirabhyavicharini kartavya panditar gatva sarva bhutamayang harim. Meaning, it is, Swami is quoting from Vishnu Puran. That is there. When you knowing that Hari, the Lord, is in every being, the wise, man of knowledge, man of wisdom, the wise have thus to manifest unswerving love towards all beings. When you become Jnani, first is nothing, these are not Brahman, these are, but when you see, realize Brahman, then you feel Brahman everywhere. You cannot hate anyone. Jnani, it is Jnani. Bhakta also, when you feel, when you love your God and know that nothing is there other than your God, all are His children, all are His creation, it is He alone everywhere, then you cannot do anything else without unswerving love towards all beings. Automatically it comes. As a result of this kind of intense, all-absorbing love comes the feeling of perfect self-surrender. Then your ego automatically vanishes. In other paths, you have to, no, I will not have any ego. This I-ness, small I-ness. But in the path of, in the case of devotee, bhakta, this, as a result of this kind of intense, all-absorbing love, comes the feeling of perfect self-surrender. You are not to take anything consciously. Effortlessly, you become, as Hanumanji tells Ramchandraji, Hanumanji was a Jnani. Sri Ramakrishna is a Jnani. Chaitanya Dev was a Jnani. But at the same time, falling at the feet of the chosen deity, the God, one with form, but knows that this form is also His, who is formless. The wave of the ocean is nothing else other than the ocean itself. Ocean is formless, shapeless, but wave has a shape. You can see separately one wave, two wave, you can count. But ocean is countless, you cannot separate it. So, this in the life of devotee, when that devotion, supreme devotion, love for God comes, automatically it grows in our mind. We find this kind of feeling, all-absorbing love, and through that comes the feeling of perfect self-surrender, the conviction that nothing that happens is against us. Apratikullo. Happens is against us. Apratikullo, against me. Pratikul means inconvenient. Apratikullo means feeling of that non-inconvenience. That is apratikul. As a result of this kind of intense love, intense all-absorbing love, comes the feeling of the perfect self-surrender, the conviction that nothing that happens is against us. If a snake bites, I say, no, my God has sent it. Don't worry. Why you are shedding tears? If the body has to go one day. Now God has sent this body, created this body. Now God wants me back to Him. I will be one with Him. So what is the misery? What is the pain? Why shedding tears? Rather, I should feel joyful. I am going back to my beloved from where I have come. I have finished my duty. As you do work in your office, oh, this is my duty, this is my desk. When your office hours are over, you like to be one with your family, with your own near and dear ones. What a joy you get living. But your house may be small, not that comfortable. Office is a gorgeous one, marvelous one. Never you can think of, dream of such big office that it will be your own. Whole day you are there during working time. Oh, this is my work, guests are coming, visitors are coming, business is going on. Oh, this is my table, this is my desk, yes, come to me, come to my room. My room, what is your room? Your room is your own home. Everything when you have finished, you go back to your home, you see your mother, your father, your wife, your children, your near and dear ones. There is no feeling of pain going back there. So when death comes, a devotee does not feel, oh God, so many people are there, why don't you kill them, take their lives and allow me to... No. Here also I am with you in the presence of your children. There also you are taking me back, I will be with you only. So what is the problem? The attitude of the mental condition state becomes so broadened, so selfless, because I don't have any personal ego. Hanumanji is telling, I am your servant. I want to be that only. See that I have devotion. I don't want anything else. I like to see your that lotus-eyed, wonderful, beautiful form, not your other forms. I know you came as Krishna, you are Narayan, you are Hari, you are this, you are Vishnu, you are Jishnu, all these things, but I like your this form. We know all the forms are Sri Ramakrishna is Sarva Deva Devi Swarupa. But we like the form of Sri Ramakrishna. We know Holy Mother is present in all mothers everywhere, all avatars, all Vishnu Priya, Mata Mary, Jashodhara, there is a song. You are Jashodhara, wife of Chaitanya Dev, Buddha Dev. You are Vishnu Priya, wife of Shakti of Chaitanya Dev. You are Radha, wife of Shiva, Krishna. You are Parvati, Durga, we know. But I like to see your this form, Sharada Devi, as you are manifest in this age for us. All right, I know those forms are also there. But when I meditate, I make pranams to them. I know that is also your another form. But I like to meditate more and more on this form, which I am automatically, voluntarily loving. I cannot but love. I love your other forms also. It is like the play of an actor and an actress. I love the actor, the actress. But one play, one movie left the indelible mark in my mind. He or she is my favorite actor, actress. So I like their acting, I like their movies. But in one movie, the play, the way they performed, wonderful. I love a dancer, but that dance was wonderful. I attend all dances everywhere. It happens like that. It is not that separate stages. Stages are separate, but the person behind dancing the same, acting the same, movie's name and location are different, but the actor and actress the same, whom I love. So anything and everything they do, I love. But one movie, that role, that part, role he or she played, I love that. So it is like that. So Bhakta sees the presence of his beloved everywhere, and whatever comes, accepts that it has come from my God. Nothing is against me. Everything is favorable, whether it is in palace or on the street, whether it is a royal dish or it is starvation. No complaint. Then the loving soul is able to say, if pain comes, welcome pain. If misery comes, it will say, that devotee will say, welcome misery, you are also from my beloved. You have come from my beloved, from the beloved, from my God. Because I know whatever is happening, according to his will, my beloved's will. So, what is my problem? I accept everything. If a serpent comes, it will say, welcome serpent. If death comes, such a bhakta will welcome it with a smile. Blessed am I that they all come to me. They are all welcome. The bhakta in this state of perfect resignation, arising out of intense love to God and to all that are his, ceases to distinguish between pleasure and pain in so far as they affect him. Snake, tiger, sadhu, thief, holy, unholy, no one is a stranger. All are messengers from my beloved. So all are welcome. All are appreciated. No problem at all. We serve them. We get joy in that. So bhakta's condition become like that. Complete surrender. I know. There is a Bengali song, Aro, Aro, Prabhu, Aro, Aro, Emni kore, amai maro. Aro, more and more, you give me trouble, you torture me, you punish me. I know you are burning me. When you burn the gold, you are making the gold without any adulteration, free from any other thing. You are making the gold pure. If you want to make the gold purer, you have to put it in fire and make it without any blemish, without any taint, without any other minerals or any other materials in it. It is completely, perfectly pure gold. For that you are doing And you are my mother, you are my father, you are my everything, you are my friend, you are my wealth, you are my knowledge, everything, you are my beloved. I know whatever is happening in my life, it is not for my suffering that you are getting pleasure, making me punish, forcing me to pass through the punishment and torture and these and pains. No. This everything you are doing for my good, you know what is good for me. So, complete surrender comes, and universal love for everyone comes. A devotee cannot do anything wrong to the universe, to the whole world, to the creation, because the devotee knows, my God, my beloved has created everything. What created? He himself is present here, being manifest through all these things. So, this kind of pleasure and pain, so far, it does not disturb. He doesn't know what is to complain of pain or misery. And this kind of uncomplaining resignation to the will of God, who is all love, is indeed a worthier acquisition than all the glory of grand and heroic performances. In this worldly life, oh, you have done this, all name and fame I have done, individually I am taking. No, I get joy when my beloved is praised. I am praised there. Our gurus say, yes, always you think that gurus are not your separate God. Yes, God has come in the form of guru, so you worship the guru in the God. You don't need to do it separately. Yes, keep it within your mind. God has sent your guru to help you. Now, don't make another God, separate God by guru. Merge. Guru becomes, this is your Ishta, and then guru merges in God, in the Ishta. There is no separate entity of the guru. Guru becomes one with the Ishta, chosen deity. So, my separate achievements, I don't get joy in it. My father's glory is my glory. My father's achievement is my achievement. My father's joy is my joy. My father's praise is my praise. I and my father are one. I and my father in heaven are one. Who hath seen the Son hath seen the Father. You see, the oneness, it is not ego. Jesus is not telling, you see, I am also God. It is not that he fails. I and my Father in heaven are one. Who hath seeneth the Son hath seeneth the Father. You don't need to see separately where is it. You see me. Sri Ramakrishna also was saying, why you are asking me, forcing, give me this kind of bhava, this samadhi, that realization, this spiritual experience. What is everything here is for you people only. Know your relation with this body. Why you are thinking that my experience is separate to your experience? That God is. I have experienced, I am telling. Don't have any doubt in that. That loving God, realizing God is the goal of life. So do that. And God is in you. I am telling you, why you are standing, it will come to you. Because I am telling you, have faith in me. Know that I am your mother, I am your father, I am your guru, I am your Ishto. I am that God who has come. Where else you will see God? This is God. Directly not telling that, telling, why you are asking for this experience, that experience, have the relation. Means God is here. What separate things should I show you? That God, out of compassion for your love, for your devotion, has taken this form. See this. Know your connection with this. Love this. Then you love God. See this. Then you see God. It is exactly the echo of the Bible. Jesus is telling, who hath seen the Son hath seen the Father. I and my Father in heaven are one. So, Sri Ramakrishna said that. And devotees do not like anything else. Complete surrender. No, my separate entity, your separate entity, you praise me. No, you praise my Father, my Mother, my chosen deity, my Ishto, my beloved. Because I am not separate. Why you are separately praising me, trying to please me? I am not pleased. I don't want that. I don't like that. Rather, I am annoyed. What is this? You are still in ignorance. Come out of ignorance. See God. See my father, see my beloved. I am one with my beloved. So, to the vast majority of mankind, the body is everything. The body is all the universe to them. Bodily enjoyment is their all in all. This demon of the worship of the body and of the things of the body has entered into us all. Actually, it has eaten up our soul, this materialistic attitude, this body. Individually, I will enjoy and enjoy. There is no end of physical enjoyment, materialistic enjoyment, and thinking I am this body. This demon of the worship of the body and of the teaching of the things of the body has entered into us all. We may indulge in tall talk and take very high flights, but we are like vultures all the same. Our mind is directed to the piece of carrion down below. Vultures fly. Sri Ramakrishna said, I am quoting from the Gospel. Shokun onek uchute ore kintu mon bhagare pore royeche. The vultures fly high in the sky, but where is their mind? Their eyes, they are always trying to, from distance, from above, trying to find out where is the carrion, where is the dead body, that it will come and yes, its mind is there, not in the sky, not in heaven. Although it is flying in heaven, we cannot go where vulture can go. Above things, we always think it is heaven. But although they appear to be in the heavenly abode, higher sphere, but their mind is in the carrions, in the dead bodies, in the corpse. Anything that is bad and filthy, there is their mind. Their piece of carrion down, their mind is there below. Why should our body be saved, say, from the tiger? Why may we not give it over to the tiger? The tiger will thereby be pleased, and that is not altogether so very far from self-sacrifice and worship. All big talk. We are unselfish, we are doing good to others. Through all we want to gather name, fame, appreciation, this, that. It is not that we do not do good things, but real devotees will not expect anything. They will do japa meditation within the mosquito net. They will offer their prayer not in presence of others, separately where nobody can see. They will not have any show, no showism, nothing. Completely, secretly shedding tears, praying, but doing everything. So, this worldly minded people, they do many things good, they talk big things, but when really the question of sacrifice comes, they cannot do that. If you see really God everywhere, then tiger can you give? Can you give your body? Swami Vivekananda gave his body. Once Swami Vivekananda in the Himalayas were traveling and not having the bhiksha, alms, for 2-3 days. Swamiji was very weak and thinking of that, oh, Master, now no, this physical body needs some physical food, otherwise it will fall, it will die. So it will perish, and let it perish. Oh, one tiger is coming. It is also hungry, I am also hungry in this jungle, no food. Let my body be. He offered his body to the tiger and did not like to frighten the tiger, nor being frightened himself to leave the place, run away, nor going up to a tree. So he lied down as if he has surrendered, led the tiger, and mentally thinking, since I could not do any good to the whole world, as Master has said, let the tiger be alive with my body. I have to die because I am not having food and I cannot do anything good. Let me serve at least one tiger. I could not serve the whole mankind before coming to the West, Chicago. So Swamiji was doing tapasya in the Himalayas. So 1, 2 days, 3 days, there is no bhiksha, very weak. So thinking, tiger came near, then immediately it ran away. Swamiji is seeing everything, waiting that let tiger come and eat me. Because what is the value of this body? I know. I am one with that ultimate reality. What is the value of the body? They welcome the death. They don't have any problem. Death is something that always you remain in my neighbor's house, not to me. It is not that. They know death and me are not separate one. Death is me, me is death. I am always alive. What is death? Death is to my body only. My shirt is old, I will change it. Body is old, and it's finished. Work is done, finished. We wash, we clean our the scavenger with the broom, finished. Body is like that, of no value. I am not the body, I am Atman. I am ever living, birthless, deathless, changeless. What Yama, what the king of death can do to me? I am birthless, I am deathless, I am changeless. Nothing can kill me. I know myself, I know the self. So that feeling is there, but the tiger ran away, and then Swamiji said, oh, God doesn't want that I die now. All right? Since tiger came so near and I offered my body, still it came and saw and ran away. So really something good will be done through this body. Let me try for arms, let me see. So arms also came, and many times it happened. Where from it comes, providence provides, God sends it. So why may we not give it over to the tiger? The tiger will be thereby be pleased, and that is also not altogether so very far from self-sacrifice and worship. Can you reach the realization of such an idea in which all sense of self is completely lost? Self, individual self, my small self. It is a very dizzy height on the pinnacle of the religion of love, and few in this world have ever climbed up to it. But until a man reaches that highest point of ever ready and ever willing self-sacrifice, he cannot become a perfect bhakta, B capital, bhakta, devotee. Swamiji experienced it in his own life. If you are really a devotee of God, completely surrendered everything to God, dependent on God's and God's will, you do not have any personal will, then you will not be hesitant in giving up your body even. What is there? Let tiger eat. Tiger is separate from me. No, tiger and me and my God all are one. God has come in the form of tiger, I know. Let God consume me. Why I am seeing tiger? I don't see tiger. We hate and love because we see something which is ever changing. Today I love you, I think you are very good. Tomorrow I hate you, I think you are a cheat. I don't know. So this is changing. It is changing world, but eternal values are there in this ever-changing world. Everything is changing. Stars, moons, all this stellar system, solar system, whole universe, billions of galaxies, all changing. Not one is standing in one place. But behind all this, that reality is unchangeable. That is called that truth. Hindus, these Vedantas, they say it is Brahman. You cannot give any name, but finally it is nameless, it is formless, it is changeless, it is anythingless. It doesn't have any attribute. But still, minimum thing you want to express, because I have experienced, it is bliss, existence, knowledge, consciousness, absolute. Infinite bliss when you become absorbed in that. Mind does not like to come down from there. That is why people give up body in samadhi. Because why? I will go to, I am happy with this. Nobody likes to live joyful state, condition. Oh, I wanted to complete this, but there is, I cannot complete today also. However, it's a good chapter, nice. Swamiji is telling so one cannot become a perfect bhakta unless and until he or she is ever willing to be ready to this self-sacrifice, for this highest sacrifice, which is our body. We think everything I lost, my body lost, nothing is lost. Body is like the girl. Swamiji said, one day it may happen in my mind that this action of this body is over, so I may feel it convenient to give it up, throw it off like an used garment. Swamiji's quotation, I am quoting Shashi. Like spit, we spit out like that. It doesn't have any value. So One day it may. But I shall not cease to inspire people everywhere. I may give up my body, but my spirit will work through everyone. It will bring joy. It will give hope. It will bring hope. It will bring inspiration. It will bring encouragement. It will bring self-respect, self-faith, self-trust, self-esteem. Whatever country Swami Vivekananda read, be it Leo Tolstoy, be it Max Muller, be it Romarola, be it Rabindranath Tagore, be it anybody, scientists, philosophers here, there, everyone reading that, these wonderful ideas, wonderful words. We cannot say these things. Why you are reading this? No, it is not an ordinary thing. Everybody cannot become the perennial source of this kind of inspiration, what Vivekananda was. Every word, they are ready, as if their description is there. When Swamiji speaks, all are ready. That not a single word should be out of our ears. So much of fixed mind, attentiveness, attention of mind. As we do in meditation, we try to meditate. Everyone is waiting. Not a single word should be dropped off. What Swami says. It was so inspiring, so encouraging. So, a perfect bhakta must be like that, ever ready to sacrifice, self-sacrifice, because everything is being done through His will. Why I should say, no, I will not go? Yes, you want me go back, I am coming back. You want me burned here, I burn here. You want me swim, I swim. You want me jump, I jump. You want me fly, I fly. I don't have any personal decision. Let thy will be done. Whatever you wish, let it be done. I don't have any separate will. I am not separate out of you, separate from you. We may all manage to maintain our bodies for more or less satisfactorily and for longer or shorter intervals of time. Nevertheless, our bodies have to go. There is no performance. There is no permanence about them. Blessed are they whose bodies get destroyed in the service of others. Wealth and even life itself, the sage always holds ready for the service of others. In this world, there being one thing certain, that is death. It is far better that this body dies in a good cause than in a bad one. It is in Hitopadesh. Hitopadesh means words of wisdom. In India, it is in Sanskrit. Dhanani jivita chaiva pararthe pragga utsrijet sannimitte varang tyago vinashe niyatasati. Swamiji quoted this from Hitopadesh. Hitopadesh means advice for your good. Words of wisdom. If you follow that, you will be successful in your permanent journey, not short journey. Yeah. They will speak the truth. And if you follow that, ethics, morality, devotion, purity, truthfulness, all these things are there. So Swamiji is quoting that, and I quote, wealth and even life itself, the sage always holds ready for the service of others. In this world, there being one thing certain, namely death, it is far better that this body dies in a good cause than in a bad one. Swami Vivekananda said, and I quote this in a poem, Brahma hote kit paramanu সর্বভূতে সেই প্রেমময় শরীর মন প্রাণ অর্পণ করো সখে এ সবার পায় বহুরূপে সম্মুখে তোমার ছাড়ি কোথা খুঁজিছ ঈশ্বর জীবে প্রেম করে যেই জন সেই জন সেবিছে ঈশ্বর. This Swamiji, I am quoting from the poem, that where are you searching for God? Where is God? Don't you see the presence of God through all this creation, all these human beings, all these jivas? Why don't you serve them? That is why Swamiji introduced Shivoggana Jiva Seva. Service to man is service to God, because man is not man. I worship that man. I worship that God whom you call man by mistake. I am quoting Vivekananda. I worship that God whom you call man by mistake. Man is not man, man is God. You don't see, you don't have that eyes to see. I see. And I worship. I don't treat, I don't serve, I worship. That God whom you call man by mistake, you do not know. I know the truth. So he has started this Ramakrishna Mission. His disciple was the Prince of Mysore. So he is writing a letter from America to that. They have money, they have wealth. Utilize, you will die quickly. What you will do? Nothing will go with you. Rather you do, use it for the good of, otherwise the Britishers will take it all your exchequer, treasury. You are trying to protect it and hide it. Why? Utilize it for the good of the humanity. So Swamiji is writing this letter, wonderful letter. This life is short. Vanities of the world are transient. My dear prince, his disciple, my dear prince, they alone live who live for others. The rest are more dead than alive. You are accumulating. The richest man of America and in the world in those days, D. Rockefeller, trying to commit suicide, came to Swamiji. Swamiji said, oh, now you are trying to have peace by committing suicide. That is not the path, my dear. All your life you have accumulated, gathered and gathered. Never ever you have given anything in charity. Never you helped others. Such a selfish man. Now you try to get joy in committing suicide. That is not the way. So he gave the great amount, big amount that came with ego. Swamiji, now you should thank me. This is the greatest amount ever given in charity, and I have given it. You see, this is the check counterpart. See? Swamiji said, why I should thank you? You should thank me. Why should I? Because I have inspired you. I told you the right path. And my dear, this is also not the right attitude. You should sit, kneel down before the receiver and pray, oh my God, I am so blessed that you have chosen me, that I serve you in the form of this needy, the poor. Your attitude should be that, humble, humility. This arrogance will not do, my dear. This haughtiness, this ego, this conceit, these are all false. This will make you more suffer, not the joy you are trying to get by committing suicide. If you really want to enjoy life and get joy, then be humble and think that you are serving God. That is why in Ramakrishna Mission, it is given that always there must be some kind of seva. It is not giving food always seva, talking spiritual things also seva. There are 4 types of needs are there and service also there. This below is that food giving food to the hungry. Then life giving. Somebody is dying, doctors, physicians, they do, nurses, giving, help them. This, giving life. Then higher to that is giving knowledge of earning. These teachers, they are teaching. You earn this, have this learning. With this, you can maintain your body and this life. So this is also giving. But highest donation, highest dana, gift is to give spiritual knowledge and make one understand that I am not this body, I am not this mind, I am not this material. It is all this matter. I am that, I am one with God. I am that Brahman, I am that God. You inject that idea, that is the highest gift. Not the money, not the food, not the, although these all are needed, whoever needs, because you cannot preach religion to an empty stomach, Sri Ramakrishna is telling. So we will continue. Today there is no time. Let us finish. Any question? Quickly.
There's one question. The question is, where does one find the eternal values that you speak of?
Where do we find?
Where does one find the eternal values that you speak of?
Eternal values are within us. I am the resource, I am the perennial source of that eternal value. Who else will show me value? I will not show others values. Others will show me. What right do I have to expect it from others? God has created me, God has given others also, me also. Why I don't behave in that way and think that I am the child of God and I always... That is what Swamiji has said. What is religion? Religion is the manifestation of the divinity already in man. So, these values are divinity, divine qualities abhayam satya samshuddhir gyana yoga vyavastiti danang damascha jaggascha saddhastapo arjavam in the Gita 16th chapter, 26 attributes are there, values are there, virtues are there. We all possess that, but we are forgetful of that. We are going here and there and doing all the misusing, abusing our bodies and senses and blaming God, why God is not giving. God has given me this conscience, this discrimination, right and wrong, good. Why I do not become friend to all? Why I am expecting all others will be friendly to me? Let me first practice myself before I preach others, before I expect anything from others. If I can do this, why I will go for values? Values are all within me. Divinity is within. Values means divinity, all these things. Why I should lie? Why I should hate, why I should have hatred, why I allow my lust and greed and anger to increase and increase, why I don't try to control them, why don't I love them, other people, why don't I become unselfish. These are the values. If I can do all these things, I shall be the source of inspiration to others. What is Swami Vivekananda? He practiced all these things, he manifested in his life all these things. So we call them Rama, Krishna, Jesus. What they did, Buddha. They all manifested through their own life, conduct, all these values and virtues. That is why you have made God out of them. So, who will give this? I have to be. I am that, I am that. I have everything. God has given me everything. This faith is necessary. Who will help me? I am the creator of my destiny. So, thank you. No time today. Again, we will have our next class. Thanks to all of you. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Tat Sat. Shri Ramakrishna Arpanamastu. I am getting late. I want to stop at 45 minutes and then 5-10 minutes question answer. And always I drag and drag. Oof.